Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Today is the 17th of August, 2021. I'm just going to be making this short video just to speak regarding supply and demand zone, because someone sent me an email regarding that, was asking me a question regarding supply and demand. But before I go forward, I just want to state this is not a financial advice. This is the disclaimer. This is not a financial advice. I'm just going to be speaking briefly on a topic, and I just hope that this video is not that long. If you are a trader, forex trader, you understand that supply and demand is one of the important aspects in forex trading. If you are really a forex trader, but people are asking, why is it that I know how to draw my supply and demand zone, but still yet I'm still losing money in the market? I'm still losing money in the market. I know how to station my supply and my demand zone and all that, my support and resistance and all that, but still yet I'm still losing money in the market. The reason why from my own perspective, because I was also what's it called? I was also at that level. I was also in your shoes before. I walked in your shoes, so I understand how it feels when you know, okay, this is what I know, this is what I've told me in the supply and demand and all that. I'm able to draw it, but still yet I'm still blowing my account. The reason why is this: you know how to draw your supply and demand technically, but you don't know how to draw your supply and demand fundamentally. I'll say that again. You know how to draw your supply and demand technically, but you don't know how to draw your supply and demand fundamentally. I told someone, I said, no matter the classes that I give to you, if I'm unable to change your mindset regarding trading, you keep on blowing your account. If I'm unable to change your mindset and to change your thinking regarding trading, you keep on blowing your account. It's not about knowing the technical and all that. You need to move from merging your technical down to your fundamentals. Merging your technicals with your fundamental. And for me, I believe that fundamentals controls the market more. So if you are able to draw your supply and demand zone, let me just quickly share the screen and let's see something. Let me just share the screen. I'm just going to share and then we'll come back and discuss. I hope you can see this. I don't know where it is. I hope you can. Where is it? Well, I hope you can see the because my okay, no, this is not what I want to show. This is the okay, this is the which one is this one again? This okay, this is the analysis I gave I drew out yesterday. I sent out yesterday. That was on Monday, the 16th of August. Oh, we're almost eating our TP1 already. So I'm not, I just opened and then this is not what I want to show you. I just want to look for a free, like a free chart so I can finally read our TP3 yesterday on this one, but we're already out of the market moment. Okay, this is a free chart. Let's say, okay, New Zealand, I'm just going to show you something now. New Zealand and New Zealand card. So you're saying, oh, but this is my supply zone. This is my supply zone. Export supply zone here. In this the demand. I'm going to use this analogy now to explain something better, so you understand this better, so that you know what moves the market. The most important thing is you being able to know what moves the market. There's my demand zone. This is demand zone here. So this is on a daily time, on 1 hour time frame. If I go now to, let's see, what's wrong with my mouse cursor today? These are Aussie, New Zealand New Zealand card. Why is this? I'm able to draw my support and resistance and all that, but I'm still blowing my phones. I'm still blowing phones. What's wrong with it? My mouse cursor is the battery weak now. I'm still blowing mine. What's going on here? What's going on that I know these stuffs? People that are always asking me, why is it that I draw a lot of lines? These are I spot patterns and look for, see, it goes down to the family tree. You see, yeah, but still I'm losing money in the market. I'm just going to use this as an analogy. Now you see, let's say with this chart, now, here now is today's date. I want to open your eyes to something so that you understand what is going on. Today's date is the 17th of August 2021. Today's date is 17th of August 2021. You understand? You say, oh, I'm able to draw my support, supply and demand zone, but still yet I'm losing money in the market. This one I just you see, I'm still losing money in the market. The reason why is that you know how to draw your technical, but you don't know how to measure technical with fundamentals. That's why I'm always against this. I was still going to come back to the screen. Let me just stop the share now so that I can have a full screen. You see, I understand my technical, but I'm still losing money. The reason is because you don't understand the fundamentals that links the technicals, the trade together. Supply and demand. We read in economics then that when about demand and supply, let's say support and demand, supply and demand in economics. What is supply and demand in economics? I want to move your mindset now down to fundamentals so that you know what really controls the market, and because I told you the way I operate the market is I make sure that my previous data is merged with current data, and I'm still open for data that are yet unavailable. So I'm able to pick from the old, pick from the new, and still open for any future data that might become available at that time. Then that's what I told you about the Bayesian analysis. Then you are able to quickly, if I drew my technical, everything was perfect, good, then I enter a trade, and then there is a news that just broke out in the market that has to do with fundamental that just broke out in the economy. Now, what, as an intelligent investor, you go back to your drawing board and adjust your previous analysis to match with the current data that just came out now, that just became available. Otherwise, you keep on funding your account, you keep on blowing your account, because these people, they won't tell you, they just want to show you what's it called, the fake money in their MT4, and then ask you to come and subscribe to their WhatsApp, because I heard now that they have WhatsApp group. So before you subscribe to their WhatsApp, before they add you to that WhatsApp group, you must pay some certain amount of money for them to add you into a WhatsApp group that they don't even know what they're doing. So now, what do you need to, as an intelligent trader, when you need to know supply and demand fundamentally? What is supply? Okay, the relationship between the quantity of a commodity that producers wishes to sell at a various price, and the quantity that the consumer wishes to buy. What does that signify? Now, let me give you an analogy that just happened today. Few hours ago, we just heard now that New Zealand, today is 17, just because maybe you might watch the video 4 years later. So I'm just making sure that you understand the what's it called, the date. Today is 17th of August 2021. Few hours ago, we just heard that now that New Zealand are going back into full lockdown. They are going back into full lockdown. What does that signify to an intelligent investor or intelligent trader? It goes to show that, wow, their currency definitely is going to be affected. The economy already is affected because they are going now into full lockdown just because of they said they discovered a COVID case. They are going into full lockdown. Now it's going to affect their currency. So if you're a trader that is focused on just technical alone, you know how to draw your deal. You say, okay, this price is going to bounce at this level again because there has been a support at this level. Is going to bounce there again. So you not enter a trade, and then you see that you are not concerned about what's going on in the market. You're not concerned about what is going on in the economy. That's why I see a lot of lazy traders that say just open your trade and close your laptop. You don't know what is going on in the world. You don't know what is going on in the economy. You don't know what supply and demand means in the economy. You just focus on chart. You draw the chart. Yes, it's good to know technical, but you need to move just from technical. Try and measure technical with fundamentals, so you can be profitable. But if you are just focused on technical, on the chart, you draw the chart, you don't know what's going on in the world, you don't know what's going on with that in that economy, in that the currency pair that you've just picked, you don't know what's going on with the country, then you bound to keep losing money, bound to keep blowing your account. Let me go back now and share this thing. Like what I just, the analogy, I'm going to give you another analogy so that you can understand and see, yeah, wow, yeah, I think there's a point in what this guy is saying, because we all are, like I said, whatever we're doing in the market, the decisions we are taking in the market is most of the time based on probability, because no one knows it all. That's why I'm against people that say they only have one strategy in the market. No, we have a lot of strategy in the market. So don't say there's just one strategy in the market. If you're using a strategy that works for you, fine, better, kudos to you. Our aim is to make money in the market. But don't say that because yours is working for you, now the other strategy for someone isn't working for that person. So let me just show the screen with the let me share the screen now with what I just gave you now. This is what New Zealand card. Now, were you expecting the price? There was a support zone here, right? There was a support zone at this level that has also acted as a resistance before in the past. If you see where my mouse cursor is now, the news just broke down. We are seeing now that, bro, there's a fall. The currency now is weak. Because why? Because of the fundamentals that just crept in now into the market. We are seeing now that, wow, this today, this is what just happened today. Now we are pairing New Zealand to CAD. Now CAD now is showing New Zealand. CAD now is now stronger than New Zealand. This is on a 1 hour time frame. The news broke out today. Right now, the time now is 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. 1, 2, 3, 4. They say pullback 5, 6, and now you say that over like in the past 6 hours we have seen the fall. Is this due to technical? No, it's because of what just happened now fundamentally. So if you are someone that only drew your technical, hoping that there will be a rejection at this level, now you have already you've hit your stop loss and you are out of the market because you don't even know what is going on in the world. So that's why I'm always against these people that are lazy. I call them lazy traders. You don't want to know what is going on in the world. You don't want to know what controls the market. Someone will just show you, you draw your supply and demand, but you don't know. Okay, what is the, okay? They said in supply and demand in economy. Okay, the quantity of goods supply by producer, that was the economy, the country now, equals the quantity demanded by consumers. What does that signify? Let me give you another analogy. Let's assume now that the reason why now, okay, let's assume, okay, let's just use this analogy before I move forward. Now you see the demand for a New Zealand dollar now is going to be low because the economy is on the standstill. Do you understand what I'm saying? The demand for when we're growing up then in secondary school, we learned about the supply and demand. When the demand is high, the supply is high, right? Then when the demand is so, now if there's no demand, then the supply is low, and then that's what causes a drop in price. If there is no, even if the supply is if the demand is high, there's no supply, the price also drops. If there's a supply and there's no one demanding for your goods, you will now try to cajole people now to come out. Okay, let's assume I'm selling something for let's say let me give you an, okay, let's assume now, let me just quickly stop this share so I know I'm talking to people. Let's assume now, okay, I'm selling, I have a 50 okay, let's say a bottle water that, let me just quickly water so that that's what to try now. Sorry about that. Let's assume I have 50 bottle water that I want to sell, and then I have the supply. Now I have the supply, I have the goods. Now let's assume that the 50 bottle water, I now have people like 100 people demanding for that 50 bottle water. What does that say to a trader? Oh, I need to increase the price so that I can make more money, because now the people are demanding for my goods. Right? That's why you need to know the economy that governs the world. Don't just focus on chart. You know, yeah, knowing the technical is very good, but don't focus your attention on that. That's why you see a lot of traders knows the technical, but still they are still losing money. Why? Because you are not able to match your technical to your fundamentals and also know the market to what's going on in the market. Now, if let's assume I have 100 people that wants the 50 bottle water. Everyone. Now, what happens to you? You definitely, you see the trader inflating the price and increasing the price of the water. That's why I have 50 water and I have 10 people that wants to buy. The price drops. So that's what you need to understand about the supply and demand in the economy. Now in New Zealand, because of this lockdown, the restaurants are all closed. The shops are all on lockdown. Now you see that affects the currency and affects the economy. So you need to understand this issue. And forex trading is about exchange. Forex trading is about money exchange. So you need to have those basic knowledge so that you don't just dive into dive into chart and just you don't know what's going on in the world. If they haven't trade, okay, let's assume now. Let me just give you one analogy. Then I will call it today. Maybe next week, later this week, I'll be speaking more on how to know your what's it called. Like yesterday I said strategy. When I was speaking more on strategy. So let's assume now that okay. Japan, or let's say Canada, let's say Japan is, or anyone you choose. Let's assume okay, Japan is hosting the FIFA World Cup. Japan is hosting the. I'm just giving you an example. Let's assume Japan is hosting the FIFA World Cup. And now we have over like 30 countries that are participating, that will be participating in that World Cup. We have the fans now. What are they doing? They are traveling from, maybe some of them are coming from Europe, from South America, from Africa, and all that from Asia. So they are going out the fans are going out in full force to Japan to go watch the FIFA World Cup. What does that signify? Now, if I'm traveling, let's assume I'm traveling from South Africa now, from Cape Town to Japan to go watch the World Cup. I'm going to go, let's say I have rands, then look at our currency here in South Africa, then I will go to Japan. The first thing I need to do is I need to exchange my money from rands to yen, so that I can be able to buy stuff and buy things with their currency there. What does that say now? Now there's a lot of people. Someone comes from Europe and this one comes from America and all that. Everybody, we are all exchanging our currency. Now we are taking the currency that we got now from South Africa to Japan, and we are exchanging it, and we are still going to invest that money in that country because we need to buy something. Now the economy will be strong and the currency now will be very strong. Why? Because there's a lot of demand for yen. When the demand is high, then the supply is high, the price goes up. You understand? So you need to take that mentality and that mindset down to your chart. You know, okay, what's going on in the world now? You don't expect now, okay, imagine the yen, they are playing World Cup, people are taking their money from different parts of the world to Japan to go watch the World Cup, and they are exchanging. Their economy is booming. The currency is strong, and you're not trying to compare that economy at that time with an economy that maybe is weak or is trying to build. It doesn't work just because you see that the technical and all that is okay. It doesn't make sense. We need to be an intelligent investor. That's what I just wanted to come and share with you so that you understand what moves the market. You don't just focus on technical. Listen to news, know what's going on, listen to financial news, listen to what's going on in the market. Someone that has already drawn the technical on this card now is hoping that but he doesn't know what is going on now. He doesn't know if New Zealand are going back into full lockdown. Now he doesn't know. It's just there. He's looking at the chart, hoping that it's going to bounce back. At the end of the day, you hit your stop loss, and then you're down. Look at you see what's going on now. Let me just let me just share this. This one is now New Zealand also with let me share this screen. New Zealand US dollar. Same with the week. Same. In the free fall. New Zealand US dollar is on a free fall. So you don't just focus. That's why I tell people, if you're not busy, know what moves the market. Know what, look at, you see, same video, look at New Zealand yen. It's a free fall. I'm just showing you, which other one? This one is, look at, you see what I'm saying? Look at pounds and New Zealand. You see that pounds is strong, New Zealand is weak. If you go to all the chart I've been showing you now, you see that New Zealand is weak. The other currency, they are strong because why? Look at CAD New Zealand. You see CAD is up. The first one I did now was New Zealand CAD. You understand, the vice versa. Aussie New Zealand. Look at it. You see now, because of the fundamental that just came out now from the market, you see all of a sudden New Zealand is weak. New Zealand dollar is weak. So you need to have that, because I told someone, I say, no matter what I show you the technical support resistance and all that, to spot patterns and what's going on now, was about to build now. No matter how I assist you in doing all that, if your mindset and you don't know this, because they say information is power, knowledge is power, until you know the awareness that, oh, I know that not just my technical, that is not just the technical that controls the market, then you know you will keep on losing money. Now you know you are always, before I go into a trade, do any pick, I try first, I draw the technical. That's one of my secrets. I draw the technical. Then I go to the country and check the news, what is going on. It's just like you buying the share, investing in the company. And all of a sudden, you, like yesterday, we heard that Tesla, that they were investigating Tesla regarding the accident that occurred, that free driving, the Tesla car that occurred, and investigating it. Immediately the market opened. That was on Monday. We saw Tesla was down like 3%. Why? Because now some investors said, no, let me check out and see how this is going to play out. People are now pulling back. So that's what you need to know regarding supply. It's not just you knowing, this thing, the supply, this thing. Supply. You need to know supply and demand fundamentally. Okay, let's say if the quantity demanded at the current price will equal the quality supply at the current price, this will result in economy equilibrium of price and the quality quantity transacted. What does that say? That okay, if there is a lot of demand for these goods, it will result in increase in price. Don't just say you just take price action, technical price action. You only know price action. You say that's the only what's it called? The only strategy in the market. There's a lot of strategy. You haven't seen anything yet. You haven't. So I just want to advise people: you need to balance the two. Balance them. Know the market too. Know what's going on in the market. Be updated. Don't just open your computer, set up a trade and go. Before I do that, I would normally go and draw my technical and all that. Then I'll go to check what is going on in the country, to know what if everything is the market, what's going on now, what's the noise, is the noise negative or positive, or you be intelligent, please, so that you don't fall. That's why you see these children now in South Africa that are cadring you and showing you fake MT4 account and asking you to come and register. I got the news. There was just someone sent me email, and now we're discussing. Say they asked them to come and register. They will add you to WhatsApp group. They say they will be sending you signal so that you make money. And at the end of the day, if you ask them, your promise, you haven't fulfilled your promise, I'm not making money, they will delete you from the group. And if you want to add you again, you pay subscription fee. They are charging like 5,000 rands or 2,500. 1,100 rounds to do, which is about almost 200, 2005. But I know like 1,500 is about $100. So if you are charging like $250, they are taking it. That's the money they are using to survive. Not, and they say there are a lot of the some of the chart there, because the person that was speaking to me was once in that rubbish group that they call themselves. They don't know what's going on. So I just want to advise you, know your technical good, then try and merge it with fundamentals. Fundamentals. Once fundamentals that just crept in now, you see now this is just the life. This is the life analogy. This is the life example I just gave you now. You saw it yourself. New Zealand, if you are not aware, you can go and do your, even if you are watching this video 4 years later, today is the 17th of August 2021, you can type it in even on Google and say, did New Zealand go on lockdown on this day? You will see it there. So you can understand what moves the market, so you don't fall for these kids that are all over the place looking forward to show a fake MT4. I got an email from one. It's a DM. I've not responded to the guy. I don't respond to. I told them time and over. Is they are from what's it called, from Joburg. So they have a Nasdaq something. They like to give themselves big names. And I'm not just going to call the name, but I'll just go No, it's not even Nasdaq. They are the as in the Forex in South Africa. They are the one that operates. They have been sending me this thing. I don't respond. I would like, you want me to come and sit down with you before and be discussing what? No, you go. So please, you need to have this once you have, until you learn these things that I'm telling you now. First of all, one of the things that changed my thinking and made me a profitable trader is I was able to unlearn a lot of things. I had to unlearn a lot and had to improve my mind and update. My mind was updated, as in when you take you upgrade when you take some, maybe you are driving a 2001 model of car and you say, okay, I need to go and upgrade. So I had to learn certain things. You need to know these things so that before you go into any peak, you now know, first of all, okay, my technical is okay. What's going on around the currency that I'm about to open the position? What's going on? Is there noises around that country? Is it negative? Is it positive? That can, okay, if let's assume now you drew let's say Canada, Aussie, New Zealand, the chart, and you are bullish on Aussie, New Zealand. You've already drawn your chart and all that. Then after you open you check and see, wow, you are bullish on Aussie, New Zealand. You've checked and say, okay, my technical is very well. You now go and listen to me now and say, wow, Aussie, New Zealand are going into a lockdown. That will even not boost your confidence to say, yes, I know this thing that I'm about to go into is okay. Then you see that once you just enter, you see, because of the New Zealand is weak, boom, you hit your TP and you're happy. But if you are a guest, maybe you are Aussie, New Zealand Aussie, and you've already seen that, oh, this is a support zone, this is a support zone, this is a support zone, this is once you hit, I'll put my entry at this level, stop. You don't know what's going on. At the end of the day, your technical might be okay, but because of the fundamental that just happened, because that's what I told you about the Bayesian analysis, because the trader, the intelligent trader are linked together psychologically. The intelligent traders are linked together psychologically. They might not even know each other, but they are linked together psychologically because they know what controls the market. They know that it's not only technical that controls the market. So once something like this happens, the intelligent trader are not trading opposite. While the unintelligent trader are still there, hoping that this just this is still the, what's it called, the support zone, and supply and demand zone. But you don't know that something else just happened. Meanwhile, the intelligent investors, the intelligent traders are already acting according. Because, like I said, the bias analysis, you need to be able to merge your the previous data now to present data, and then you wait. Any data that becomes available, now gives you okay, if this data becomes available now you now go back to the drawing board, adjust the previous analysis to match with current data that is currently on now. You understand what I'm saying? If you have the previous data, present data, you have already opened a position, then something comes up, the fundamental comes up. No, what you do now is you go back to this thing and adjust your previous analysis to match with the current data that is currently available. That's what makes you a successful trader and an intelligent investor. Even if you are even at a loss, you'll see now that your loss will not be that much, because you already know what is going on. So that's what I just wanted to pass out today. Tomorrow I don't know, maybe on Friday they will now analyze one of the chart I sent out, because I just saw now that it's almost TP1. It was sent out yesterday. You can go to our Instagram page and Facebook page. So on Friday maybe I will speak to you again. So you have a lovely Tuesday, 17th of August 2021, and I hope your week will be profitable. I'll speak to you again on Friday. Thank you. Bye bye for now.